Pythagoras and Reincarnation by Theosophist Edward Dwight Walker, 1859 to 1890, read by Dave Marsland of Cardiff Theosophical Society. Pythagoras and Reincarnation. Pythagoras is mentioned by a Greek tradition as one of the Greeks who visited India before the age of Alexander. It is almost certain that he went to Egypt and received there the doctrine of transmigration, which he taught in the Greek cities of Lower Italy, 529 BCE. Iamblichus says, he spent 12 years at Babylon, freely conversing with the Magi, was instructed in everything venerable among them, and learned the most perfect worship of the gods. He is said to have represented the human soul as an emanation of the world soul, partaking of the divine nature. At death, it leaves one body to take another, and so goes through the circle of appointed forms. Ovid's Metamorphoses contains a long description of the Pythagorean idea, from which these verses are taken as translated by Dryden. Souls cannot die, they leave a former home, and in new bodies dwell, and from them roam. Nothing can perish, all things change below, for spirits through all forms may come and go. Good beasts shall rise to human forms, and men, if bad, shall backward turn to beasts again. Thus, through 1,000 shapes the soul shall go, and thus fulfil its destiny below. End of quotation. But it is very difficult to determine exactly what the views of Pythagoras were. Aristotle, Plato, and Diogenes Laertius say he taught that the soul, when released by death, must pass through a grand circle of living forms before reaching the human again. From Pythagoras himself, we have only some aphorisms of practical wisdom and symbolic sentences. From his disciples, a few fragments, all devoid of the grotesque hypothesis generally ascribed to him. Although his name is synonymous with the transmigration of human souls through animal bodies, the strong possibilities are that if this doctrine came from him, it was entirely exoteric, concealing the inner truth of reincarnation. Some of his later disciples, especially the author of the work which is attributed to Timaeus of Locri, denied that he taught it in any literal sense, and said that by it he meant merely to emphasize the fact that men are assimilated in their vices to the beasts,